Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Dean O'Lally.
And I'm Julie Chin. We're coming to you from the Oklahoma Aquarium in my hometown of Jinx.
Very good. Well, we want to give you a big Discover Oklahoma welcome, and thank you for joining us as a guest co-host this week.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to show everybody one of my favorite places in the state. The Oklahoma Aquarium is the largest indoor ocean in a 4-state region. Thousands of aquatic creatures are featured in over 100 exhibits. We'll have more on how you can plan your visit throughout the show.
All right, Julie, time to jump into our first story. We're surrounded by water, but now we need to segue to dry land in Lawton because I think it's time we have an adventure.
And there's nothing much bolder than rock climbing and rappelling. Lucas Ross takes us along for his adventure in the Wichita Wildlife Refuge.
To say I'm not a big outdoorsy person is an understatement. Camping for me includes cable and AC. So when I heard Discover Oklahoma was sending me rappelling, my first question was, is that outdoors? But thanks to the instructions from climbing expert Jesh Plum with Venture to Climb, even I was able to scale a cliff and take in some of Oklahoma's beautiful scenery.
We do primarily rock climbing and rappelling. All of our trips are basically the whole day, and they're all customized. So whatever our group or the family or someone from out of town, we really try and think about their skill level and kind of what they want to get out of their adventure. Some people just want to come out and do mostly hiking and then kind of hit the rocks for a little bit to get a taste. So it really covers the gamut of activities out here.
First, we all got harnesses, different sizes for the kids and adults, and then we approached our rock. I wasn't nervous or anything.
I have complete faith in you, but how many times have you done this?
More than I can count, actually.
That's good. I was going to say, this isn't the first time.
I can't tell you.
How did you get into this?
So, believe it or not, I went gym climbing in 2nd grade. Just fell in love with it, really enjoy the challenge and everything that there is to climbing. Being outdoors in nature, and it's just an absolute blast. So.
In addition to climbing since grade school, Jesh served 4 years with the U.S. Army.
But did have the wonderful opportunity to go to and then graduate from U.S. Army Ranger School. So we do a little bit of mountaineering there, and definitely got a taste of what it's like to be in the mountains and do some rescue operations and that sort of thing. And so some of that definitely helps me out here. I'm an Eagle Scout as well, so pretty much grew up most of my childhood camping and learning my knots and things like that.
Okay, military training and Boy Scouts, I felt safe. Still, it was only courteous to allow the children in the group to go first. I don't want to be rude or anything.
I've been wanting to do it ever since I got a magazine in the mail a few months ago.
Bryce and Annabelle were pros from the start. They even gave me a few tips on the tricky way to get down.
Lean back, lock my feet into a position, and then slowly start walking down backwards.
Well, I had no excuse. I couldn't let Bryce and Annabelle outshine me, so up I went. Bryce was right. Coming down was strangely the toughest part. Just letting your body fall back, fully trusting Jesh below, but I wasn't scared or anything.
My vision for Venture to Climb is all about connecting. So we talk about connecting people, nature, and self.
My experience was true to Jesh's mission. I was connected with my peers, cheering each other on, getting to be in the middle of Oklahoma's nature, and relying on myself to not fall, even though I was beyond safe, thanks to the skills and passion of Jesh Plum. So whether you're a natural in nature or a little skittish about tackling the great outdoors, Venture to Climb is a perfect way to experience Oklahoma in its raw form.
I do okay?
Yeah, you did great. Super.
Do I get like a diploma or anything?
Definitely, I'll go print one off.
Thank you.
I'm Lucas Ross, discovering Oklahoma.
If you're interested in rappelling with Venture to Climb, you can contact them at their website. Pricing depends on how many people are in your group. You can find more places to get outdoors in the 2016 Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. Head to our website, travelok.com, and click on where it says Request Free Brochures. Rappelling is a lot of fun. I've done it. I need to do it again, but I tell you one thing, it will give you a workout for sure.
So then it would make sense afterwards to schedule a little downtime.
Absolutely.
Lisanne Anderson knows just the place to do it. She takes us to the southern Oklahoma town of Tishomingo to 211 Day Spa.
Think of a perfect spa day, you need to think Spa 211 in Tishomingo, Oklahoma. Whether it's a massage, a pedicure, maybe a new hairdo, or just a little sweet treat. Owner Lisa Rose and her staff will make sure you leave feeling relaxed.
We want you to feel at home when you come here, as well as pampered.
With an atmosphere of tranquility and calm, Spa 211 offers services not found at all spas in the area.
We are probably the only spa in southern Oklahoma that has a Vichy shower. It's 8 shower heads, drop 20 gallons of water a minute. It is an absolutely amazing feeling. Floating, kind of.
For $95 to $145, you can have the creme de la creme treatment. That's at least an hour of all-over relaxation.
She will rinse her all off and then apply a shea butter moisturizer, giving her a little bit of a massage along the way. Of course, she's been massaged all through this with her sugar scrub.
And if that's not enough to send you into a calming coma, you can add a wrap in a warm blanket or a detox mud wrap, just for good measure.
From massages to pedicures, facials, it is a hidden gem. However, every door here at Spa 211 has a little piece of pampering heaven.
Okay, this is the little toner we're using over the face.
Helen Lynch is a certified esthetician at Spa 211.
We're real excited because we offer dermaplaning here. This is a process where I take a surgical scalpel and I'm going to run it completely across her face and I'm going to remove all the dead skin cells and the vellumous hair. It's a great treatment for especially women that skin is aging a little bit and because we get sun damage. When we're through, we could do a plumping collagen mask and just plump all that up and the fine lines, wrinkles will be minimized.
And when she's done,
So how does your skin feel?
Amazing. I mean, it's soft and it's hard to explain. I mean,
You're speechless.
I am speechless. It's crazy because when she was doing it, I really was kind of nervous because it's a scalpel, and I'm thinking, what's she gonna do? And it's no different than a butter knife on the back of your hand.
dermaplaning will run you about $75, but our client Stacy, who tried it out, says it is well worth it.
I seriously am gonna be walking around touching my face the rest of the day because it feels so good.
Whether you're looking for a little quiet time to yourself, maybe a couple's retreat, or an afternoon with the girls, Spa 211 will have you relaxed, refreshed, and ready to go.
What you get here, aside from fabulous service, is the Oklahoma hospitality that you get nowhere else. And you leave here feeling pampered, well taken care of, and absolutely loved. And you just can't get it anywhere else. Please come and enjoy it, and then have wonderful skin on top of it.
Discovering Oklahoma in Tishomingo, I'm Lisanne Anderson.
No matter where you are in our great state, you can find a good spot to relax and recharge. Just head to our website, travelok.com, and type the word spas in the search bar. The results will astound you.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
Well, anyone who comes to the mansion, first when they open the door, is just wow.
The incredible impression made on visitors to the Marlin Mansion.
I love his brisket, the pulled pork, the porky potato is unbelievable.
Plus why the story behind this barbecue will make you smile.
Snoopy wanted to say, Discover Oklahoma. I'm excited to be on TV.
And the museum trip that just might leave you laughing, it's all ahead right here on Discover Oklahoma. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Oklahoma's new 2016 Outdoor Guide is full of the state's most spectacular activities and destinations. And when you use our new mobile app, some of the pages spring to life. So find your Oklahoma state of mind. Order your free guide at travelok.com today.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma Aquarium in my hometown of Jinx. You can head here to explore some of the species you'll find in Oklahoma rivers and lakes, not to mention a look at many ocean dwellers too.
And we're very happy to have Julie joining us this week as a guest co-host, so appreciate you doing that.
Thanks for having me. And as awesome as this place is, it's time to take in another place of beauty.
Well, beauty is right. It's time to come along with me now to Ponca City. And this place is amazing, to the Byrant Baker Gallery, and it's on the beautiful and impressive Marlin Estate. Many say art cannot be defined. Of course, art can be expressed through various means such as music, film, literature, paintings, and sculpture. When you tour the Byrant Baker Art Gallery at the Marlin Mansion, you'll see the fascinating work of Bryant Baker.
In his 20s, he was commissioned by Queen Alexandra to do Edward VII. And that statue is across from Westminster Abbey in a university there in London. And I believe it is a 23-foot bronze statue. So in his early 20s, he was already recognized by the Queen.
He later studied in France, but once he moved to America, he became, well, very, very American. You could see it in his work.
Abraham Lincoln on a log, George Washington, the great colonel, the great general, and on and on and on. So the pieces developed as his career and his life developed.
And when E.W. Marlin announced a competition to create a monumental pioneer woman that would be located in the Cherokee Outlet in Oklahoma, Baker was the last of 12 artists to enter.
Marlin asked each of the 12 sculptors to name their piece of work. And it was to be virtuous, it was to be positive, and strike a feeling with the public. Bryant Baker hit on confident. And if you look at the statue, you can see her posture. It's just incredibly straight. Her back is straight. Her chin is straight. Her eyes are looking at the southwest horizon. And as the statue actually sits, the 17-foot bronze, she's looking forward to the southern plain. She's going forward. She's carrying her Bible. She probably has all of her belongings in her bag and her son grasped in her left hand. And she's walking through the windy Oklahoma prairie.
Of course, the Pioneer Woman then became the work for which Baker would always be remembered. But it's here on the Marlin Estate you can see an incredible collection of Baker's other works.
People can see the sculptures, which are beautiful work. There are there's almost 60 pieces in the studio, and they represent work that's done all around the world. They can also see his correspondence. There is actually a flip book showing the construction of the statue itself and how that was done. Again, an amazing engineering masterpiece for 1927, 1928. It would be difficult today, but unbelievable at the time.
People's reaction when they enter the studio and gallery is always the same.
Well, anyone who comes to the mansion, first when they open the door, it's just wow. And because this is usually the last area of the tour, we get that wow again. We kind of leave this, it's sort of the jewel, sort of the crown jewel. And so we leave that for last on our guided tours, and nearly every time when someone turns the corner and walks into the larger gallery, it's wow, and you hear it. I mean, it's literally under their breath, but you can hear it right there. And then you just kind of think, okay, they got it, they got it.
And while Baker was thrilled when he could do something that wasn't a specific person like the Pioneer Woman, you can always tell the notable people he did: Teddy Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, Will Rogers. They are kept for history through Baker's work, and his works actually keep their history going too. And maybe that's what art is supposed to do, and that's to help keep history alive. To plan your trip to Ponca City, you'll want a copy of our Ponca City guide. Just head to our website, travelok.com, and click on where it says Request Free Brochures to get yours. Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
This is all interactive, it's all fun.
Hands-on with Snoopy, where to go for a look at the Peanuts comic strip exhibit.
It's not a large chain, it's small, hometown, it's got that small hometown feel.
Plus the small meat shack with the big reputation. We're chowing down on some of the best barbecue in the state when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Oklahoma Today magazine brings you stunning photography and authentic award-winning stories of home from Oklahoma. The only magazine that covers the entire state, Oklahoma Today showcases what we love about Oklahoma, bringing to you the very best of its people, places, culture, history, and of course, its legendary food. Subscribe now at oklahomatoday.com and get 6 issues absolutely free. Don't miss a single issue of Oklahoma Today magazine.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma Aquarium. What a sight to look up and be surrounded by one of the most unique and impressive shark collections in the entire world.
And from this very spot right here, the Price Tower in Bartlesville, that is truly a sight to see.
And right now, Price is home to Peanuts. Charles Schultz works are on display for a limited time. Jason Grubbs takes us on a tour.
Charlie, Snoopy, Linus, and Lucy. The Peanuts gang is all here at the Price Tower Art Center in Bartlesville.
And I see Snoopy is here to welcome us.
This is the Peanuts Naturally exhibit on tour from the Charles Schultz Museum in California. It's here you'll see all sorts of collectibles and comics.
We have a lot of the original comic strips. They've kind of been blown up a little bit, so you can really see kind of the little marks that he made, kind of his thought process behind a lot of them.
Schultz was passionate about Mother Nature, and he used Peanuts to teach people about the environment.
He was one of the first proponents of ecology, of conservation, and he really taught by doing comic strips. And by slowly teaching and doing in the cartoons, he taught people about nature.
This exhibit looks at the characters and how they interact with nature.
The universe, gardening, web of nature, and we've got some really cool interactives so kids can get involved with it.
This is all interactive, it's all fun.
Charles Schultz was really one of the first people to talk about the farm-to-table movement, and this exhibit is a great example explaining that.
Kids can pretend to plant plants and seeds, and then they can see how they grow, and then at the end they can pull them out.
From snowflakes to an eclipse.
And you can see the eclipse move across the face of the earth.
The goal here is to help people have a better understanding of nature after their visit.
And how they can be involved with it, even if it's the smallest way, like starting a little garden in their backyard, or just kind of going out and seeing the eclipse and kind of learning about all the really cool things that nature has to offer.
Before you leave, create your own comic strip and hang it on the wall.
Snoopy wanted to say, "Discover Oklahoma. I'm excited to be on TV."
And we are just as excited to discover the Peanuts exhibit at the Price Tower Art Center. In Bartlesville, I'm Jason Grubbs.
You'll find Peanuts Naturally on exhibit at Price Tower through October 9th. Price Tower is open Sunday, noon to 5, and Tuesday through Saturdays at 10 a.m. Kids under 16 and museum members are admitted free. Everyone else sees the Peanuts exhibit for $6.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
The nachos are unbelievable. The banana pudding is, I want the recipe. It's awesome.
The little barbecue shack that has folks driving big miles to get a taste. We're headed there next, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's new 2016 travel guide is your ticket to the state's most exciting places, attractions, and activities. Loaded with great ideas from cover to cover. Don't wait to order. Get your free 2016 Oklahoma travel guide online at travelok.com today.
And the waving wing.
Kiss your snow sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain.
We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand.
And when we say, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma Aquarium. We're in front of the updated kelp exhibit. This is where they clean the tanks and feed the fish.
And that would be a fun job to have.
Talk about being hands-on.
Absolutely. Well, as you mentioned, Julie, we are here in Jinx, and if you're looking for those fun road trip ideas, this northeastern Oklahoma destination would be a lot of fun.
The northwestern Oklahoma town of Woodward would also be a great place to explore. Among other things, we understand they have some mighty fine barbecue. Our Tina McGarry gives us a taste.
Some might call it a dive.
It's not fancy.
Or maybe a hole in the wall.
This is just as simple as it gets.
Regulars call Chase's Barbecue Shack the best barbecue around.
Simply a drive-through. You pull up, you're getting really quality, good food fast, but certainly really high quality. It's the good stuff. So You're getting it fast, but believe me, it took a long time to cook.
Chase Hawley knows his barbecue. Perfecting his recipe took years, though owning a restaurant wasn't his first career.
I was originally in healthcare for about 15 years. I was a respiratory therapist, and I've always loved barbecue. Always cooked it for my friends, and then that kind of spun off into me actually doing some catering on the side.
But a year and a half ago, he took a leap of faith, fired up the smoker, and opened Chase's.
I basically left a very secure job and to try and do something that we want to do, something we really enjoy. And it's funny, you know, I said I was a respiratory therapist. I tell people that I'm still tending to smokers. You know, I've taken care of smokers for 15 years, and now I'm just taking care of a little bit different kind. Here we are, young lady.
Thank you.
And there just might be a banana pudding in there for your troubles.
You are indulged. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a great one.
You too.
And how he does it is working. Chase has made a name for himself. Mouth-watering barbecue, meat falling off the bone ribs, tender brisket, tasty pulled pork, and some of the best smoked sausage. Customers come early and lines stretch down the street just so folks can get a taste.
I love Chase's.
Samantha Patton is a certified barbecue judge. She says you just can't beat Chase's. Her favorite?
Actually, everything. I love his brisket, the pulled pork, the porky potato is unbelievable. The nachos are unbelievable. The banana pudding is, I want the recipe. It's awesome.
It's not a large chain, it's small, hometown. It's got that small hometown feel. When Chase's first came in, people, you know, started, they tried it out, and now as you can see, I mean, it's extremely popular. And it not only pulls people from the community, it pulls people from surrounding towns. I think he's had people even from Texas, people that are working in the area, people that are coming to visit. If they're anywhere near, they will actually stop in just to come eat.
We just kind of have our own way of doing things, and we don't know if it's right or wrong. It's just how we do it.
So my advice is to come early. Even though he smokes more than 100 pounds of meat a day, Chase sells out before close on many evenings. So come hungry, come early. I'm Tina McGarry in my hometown Woodward, about to enjoy some barbecue and discovering Oklahoma.
You can find all kinds of incredible places to eat inside our brand new Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide. We've scoured the state looking for the best places to eat, and this guide lists them. Log on to our website, travelok.com, and click on where it says request free brochures to get your copy. And a big thank you to Miss Julie Chin for being our guest co-host this week and for being here and showing us around one of your favorite places.
Yeah, I hope everyone will come check out all the fun hands-on exhibits right here at the Oklahoma Aquarium. This is a nonprofit educational and research facility. That may sound boring, but let me tell you, not only can you take a tour, they're equipped for special events, team meetings, even weddings here. The best part, they're open 364 days a year, closed only on Christmas Day. Find out more about admission and their specific hours on their website.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, get ready to get wet. We're headed out to the lake and checking out water wings.
And I'll show you one of the most unique businesses in the Tulsa area. We're checking out Restore House. It's all coming up next week right here on Discover Oklahoma. So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.